Welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk with yours truly, Chief and Stero. Would like to say big up to all the fans, subscribers, and individuals that support the whole Let's Talk movement. We do
Yes.
apologize for being fallow for the last few weeks, but there's been some things taking place that we have had to pay attention to, and
Yeah.
basically needed our undivided. But here we are right now to speak about the PDiddy sentencing and keep you abreast of that, and basically gauge if it was a fair sentence or not.
Yeah.
Unless you've been living under a rock, we know that Mr. Combs was sentenced to 50 months as per the judge. I believe that was yesterday. So let's get into it. What say you, Chief?
Yes. Thank you to all our subscribers and followers out there for always giving us your undivided support and attention. If you're not a follower, please subscribe and share on all our social media platform, whether it is YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitch, etc., etc. Yeah, so we just like to just jump into the P. Diddy sentencing, right? So, as you know, yesterday was his sentencing. He received 50 months or just about 4.5 years, plus a $500,000 fine. That $500,000 fine is like, it's
Slap
nothing,
on the wrist.
right? It's like a slap on the wrist, a keep it moving type thing, right? But before the sentencing, he addressed the judge and basically was saying he was begging for mercy. In addition to, he was saying that he has lost his ways, and he begged the judge to go light on his sentencing. And basically, he was saying that he had some sick ways of his. When you think about that, is it just he was only pleading just to plead, just to get his sentence reduced or lightened, I should say?
I mean, personally, I think it was a fair sentence. I mean, I don't want to see another black man getting locked up by any means, but compared to what they wanted to give him, I believe it was 11 years, life, something like that.
So why are you interjecting the black man in it?
Because there
Because
seemed,
because he's black and but he committed a crime, right? So what the hell
um,
that black got to do with it? So,
well, hold on. Let me answer. I feel that individuals who are people of color
mm-hmm,
are often targeted by the powers that be,
okay,
and there has been a long line of celebrities who are of color who have been targeted and
mm-hmm,
have been attempted to blemish and tarnish their image and their names. I
mm-hmm.
mean, we know who these guys are. We don't have to go into all that.
So
Yet,
so the thing here is also just to piggyback on what you're saying. Yes, I'm aware of as well, just normal individuals getting the same charges, same conviction, and whether you're black and white, and the sentencing on the part of black or African American, whatever you want to call yourself, the sentence is much more harsher as opposed to a person of a wider hue. Its sentence is much lighter. So we have seen that in the past,
okay.
based on historic sentencing guidelines and so forth. All right. So I can understand what you're saying based on your explanation on that.
I mean, I feel that because they didn't get him on the more serious charges,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, okay, we'll just stick it to him for whatever we can, get him for.
Yes.
Kind of like the OJ thing,
Mm-hmm.
similar in a sense. They didn't catch him on the capital murder charge, but he got arrested for what, stealing his own Heisman Trophy and stuff like that.
Yes.
So it's like somewhat
Which
similar
is a
to that.
foolish thing for him to do, and putting a gun in the mix and so forth. And he knew that they was after him, and he should have used his lawyer, right? He should have lawyered up, in which he go after the individual that supposedly had his trophies and Heisman Trophy and awards and all that stuff they had received over the period of years. But him knowing that they were after him and he went ahead and did that, I think that is a lapse in judgment on his part.
Of course, but back to Diddy.
Yeah.
You know, I feel it was a light sentence because you figure if he gets 50 months, he's already done
over
a
a year.
few of those. Yeah, exactly. So that's time served. So with good behavior, you know, conditional release, whatever they have going on in the jail system, he might do about 3 years, maybe a little bit less than that.
Because you remember his the prosecutors, right? They won 11 years. While the defense, his attorney was asking for 14 years, which would be like time served that, you know, he'd be credited and then based on the time served, he'd just be released or released in a couple months. But that it didn't go according to their plan. But nonetheless, they said they will file an appeal on the matter to try to reduce it more.
Well, it's very interesting. I mean, to say the least, because there were those that were thinking he was going to get off without any jail time whatsoever.
Yeah.
There were those who were pretty much shocked, stunned at the verdict. You know, I didn't think he would get off without any jail time. As far as the amount of jail time, I wasn't really speculating on how much they would give him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It is sad to see another brother go down, but at the end of the day, you have to pay the piper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You commit the crime, you do the time. I think he was sentenced because he's a man of means. You know what I mean? And you know, I mean, as far as the whole remorseful thing,
yes,
and him, you know, passionately pleading to the judge, it's like it's a bit too late for that now.
Yeah,
because you wasn't really in that mindset or mind frame when you were committing these acts. You know, so
so you think Cassie not being there, because Cassie said that she sent a letter to the judge and basically was saying that she feared for her life and her family, hence the reason why she wasn't going to be there during the sentencing, but she did send a letter. Do you think her being absent from the sentencing may have given PDiddy the 50 months in jail as opposed to a longer time sentence, a long stretch?
I don't think it really had any bearing on the time given to him, her being there or not. You know, I mean, the judge had it in his mind as to how he was going to impose this sentence from, I think, the trial was ended. You know, and this is one of them things, man. It's very interesting to be fair, because at the end of the day, I think the 4.5 years, albeit he wasn't on trial for assailing Cassie, I
Yes.
think this sentence kind of fits that particular grievance, you know?
I have a second thought in terms of Cassie. I'm of the belief that maybe if she was there in the courts during the sentencing, and she put on that tear and crying and talk about like all the fear that she's undergoing and what she and her family and the security apparatus she have to put around her to shield she and her family. I think that may have probably has swayed the judge
You think
to
so?
look at it a different way. But it's all speculation, but it didn't happen. But I think that also helped the judge to not giving a heavier sentence because she was not there. Because remember, she was like the main star witness, right? And she showed up during the trial, but she didn't show up during the sentencing. And I think that helped P. Diddy a lot.
Quite possibly. I mean, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, but I mean, that's subjective, I guess, you know. But
Do you think that him pleading to the judge and being remorseful and basically saying, admitting that he's sick, that he was sick. It's like a admission that, hey, you know, maybe I need to seek help, or what I did in the past, I would not do it again.
you know, it's to be fair, personally, if
Mm-hmm.
he didn't get caught, he wouldn't be saying any of that.
So, yes.
That's just what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got caught, and now you're remorseful.
Mm-hmm.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
And that basically that's what the judge was saying. He's saying that he don't, you know, he don't believe um, him being say that he's remorseful or what have you. Hence the reason why he gave him that sentence. You know, as opposed to, hey, it's the 14 months that his attorney was requesting for, in which he just be released, because he's been there like almost like what, a year now, a year, a couple
Yeah,
months,
yeah.
2 months or so.
Hmm.
So that would definitely have reduced his sentence if he had just gotten was given the 15 days, and
Hmm.
would be walking free right now.
That's a fact.
Probably would be doing the Diddy dance outside the courthouse, right?
I
But
mean, like I said, man, it's very sad to see another brother go down. But
mhm,
at the end of the day, it's accountability. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
You have the world was watching. You know,
mhm.
and
And he has his daughters, his two daughters. Is it two daughters, right? Twin,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you know, come and give him support. And listen, you know, this is a bad example. You're setting a bad example for your daughters, man. Like, hey, you know, you're abusing women, and in addition to subjecting them to these sexual acts and stuff like that. Um, what message are you sending to your daughters, even though they're going to support you, because these are your children, right?
Yeah.
But it's shameful. A lot of people do things that's behind closed door and in the closet or what have you. And like you said, they don't see nothing wrong with it until it's exposed, and until people start critiquing what you have done and say, oh, you're nasty, or you don't have any morals and ethics and so forth, you know? And then some people are remorseful. Others, like, I don't give a, you know, what anybody say, right?
Hmm.
So it could be 50-50, go both ways.
I mean, I I wouldn't go as far as to say he's done, because you know people have been able to bounce back
Yes,
from all
very
types
much.
of different scenarios.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And he's still young.
Hmm.
I think his image will be forever tarnished.
Yes.
That you know, as far as the individuals who were surrounding him,
Hmm.
his closest circle, I think they may be willing to distance themselves from him moving forward
Yes.
to a degree. You know,
So
and
what about those individuals that distance themselves from him during the trial? They don't speak on it. They don't come out to give him support. Do you think that he was, once he's released, he's a so-called rehabilitated? Do you think that he will cut a lot of them off, or don't want to have anything to do with them, or they call on him for help? You know?
I mean, that remains to be seen. I don't know him as a person and
Yeah,
how he views friendships and loyalty, and you
yeah.
know. things of that nature. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. I mean,
Yeah.
we could speculate all day,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, when it actually goes down and we're seeing it in real time as it's taking place, because when everybody's there at the Rock Nation brunches and parties and sipping champagne and toasting, and all the celebrities are, you know, involved in the fanfare and revelry,
Hmm.
is one thing. I didn't see not one of them people there during this whole trial.
Yes.
You know,
That's not one of them. The only individual you see there is just his family.
his mom and his kids.
And maybe that's what he wanted the world to see. Just his family, like family support, as opposed to celebrity friends, being there, and it's a distraction, right?
Yeah.
With all the celebrities and all that stuff being there. Because you remember, I believe, like Michael Jackson trial, in addition to Johnny Depp trial, there was a lot of celebrities that showed up, and it was just like a big circus, right?
Right.
So that's what his attorneys wanted. That's what he wanted, just not but family support to show that is unity, and he has a unit behind him. You get me?
Hmm.
Yeah. But the thing that I believe that also will save P Diddy a little bit in the eyes of the public, he never professed to be a nice angel, right? He's bad boy for life, right?
I
He's rough,
mean,
right?
you know, the whole image thing,
Hmm.
you know, excuse me.
That's you, sir.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Hmm.
Um, you know, these individuals live a lifestyle that's very licentious.
Hmm.
We in the public, they allow us to see what they want us to see.
Hmm.
A lot of it at times is contrived, you know.
Yeah.
It's like when they're pulling up to restaurants or different places, and you see the paparazzis out there. You think
Yeah.
the paparazzi just shows up out of
No,
nowhere? No, they're
no,
being given
they're alert. The team behind them is
exactly,
alert. The
exactly.
paparazzi to let them know they're traveling or they're going to this event or what have you. They so-called leak the information.
Okay,
Yes.
but still, I mean, to be fair, there's so much going on right now,
Hmm.
and this has been kind of dragged out. I
Hmm.
think
Yes.
that people were not as invested in the verdict as they may have been once upon a time,
Hmm.
just based on other things that are taking place
Yes.
in the entertainment industry at the moment,
Yes.
and just the world. I
Hmm.
mean, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Yeah. Because during the trial, like almost everyone was tuned in.
yeah,
All the music industry, entertainment, Hollywood,
yeah,
everyone was like committed to this damn trial, man.
yeah. And
And
then it
everyone
went,
tuned in.
and then it went silent. You didn't hear anything,
Yeah.
and I think people kind of like, man, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Because
So
there's a lot more distraction. You have a lot of things on the table right now. That's just
so much, so
you know,
much.
the lockdown, right?
Government
Um,
shutdown.
the shutdown, right? Yeah. And the war in Israel, Gaza and Ukraine, and the list goes on and on.
Hmm.
Um, the constant mass shooting in America. So it's a lot of it distracted. It took from it. So it wasn't like on all the social media platform like how it was before. Because before, you look at CNN and MSNBC and Fox and all the broadcast networks and cable networks, and all you could see was like the clips and the footage and what's happening in court and what was said and so forth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, like I said, he's been sentenced to 50 months, and
Hmm.
he will do that in a federal prison. And prison changes people, man.
Yeah.
Whether you do a day or 10,000 days,
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to have their freedom taken from them on any level.
Yes.
And there are those, I mean, I feel it for his family, for his children, for those individuals who are, close to him,
Yes.
but there comes a time you have to pay the piper,
Very much
you
so.
know?
Very much so. And it's time has come. And I wish him the best. Wish him and his family the best when he comes out. And I hope that he's rehabilitated and he go for some therapy because he sure as hell needs some right now. Including myself. Uh, you know, um, a lot of us has experienced trauma in our life. Um, whether it is trauma caused by you, by your action, or trauma caused by someone else, and so
Very
forth.
true.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Do you think it was a fair sentence, personally?
Based on the circumstances, yes. And the reason why I say that is that the charges that was initially um, that was how put it was against him. He was not convicted for, and then he would have definitely got a lot of years, right?
Hmm.
But in a kind of sense, the only thing that was basically proven was he paid prostitute to have sex with Cassie, and he is a voyeur. He looked at what was happening, and she brought him in the room and did what she had to do with the other dudes, and that's it. But yes, they say, oh yeah, he brought them, the prostitute, beyond state line and transported them and so forth. But in a kind of sense, I think it was a fair sentence.
Okay.
I think it was a fair sentence. I've seen people that do less than that, and some get more of a sentence, some get less of a sentence. All circumstances is different, right?
Yes, sir.
In terms of the judges and the state, the city. So it's all good. Like I said, I just wish him and his family the best, and hopefully, he come out a changed man. I wouldn't want to go to jail. Never been to jail. Knock on wood. Or knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, trust me,
Yeah.
jail is not a nice place.
Yes.
Whether it's the federal penitentiary, the
Yeah.
state penitentiary, the
Hmm.
city or county,
Yeah.
jail is jail. Your freedom has been
Yeah.
taken from you, and
Yeah.
you have someone telling you when to eat, when to bathe, when you can go outside, and it's just, you're not free.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, with that said, we'll definitely keep you guys abreast of any further developments as they unfold. I want to
Hmm.
say thank you to you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Stay tuned to more content up and coming from yours truly, Chief and Stero. This is Let's Talk. I want to say peace and blessings, and you guys have a great day ahead and a fabulous weekend.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Platform is social, socialmobie.com. All right, so it's our social platform. You're able to, join groups, join chats, upload the music videos, and so forth. All right, thank you.
Peace.